Hello, this is question 7 on your June 2019 paper 2 from edexcel, where you have a small factory makes bars of soap, and on any day the total cost of the factory Y of making X bar of soap is modeled to be the sum of two separate elements, a fixed cost and a cost that is proportional to the number of bars that they are made on that day. Write down a general equation linking Y with X for this model. So the first thing is, if it's a linear equation, is going to look something like Y is X plus C. Yeah, it's a line. And in this case, still we are calling Y Y and X X. So in some models, you will be calling them with different letters. The fixed cost is going to be this value here, and the cost that is proportional to the number of bars, this is the number of bars, and this is a constant of proportionality. Then the bars of soap are sold for £2 each, and on a day when 800 bars of soap are made, the factory makes a profit of 100. When 300 bars are sold, the factory loses £80. We have to find M and C using this information, and they are given, so we just have to check that those are the values. So they are telling us when 800 bars are made, the profit is £500, and we know what the cost is, because the cost the sales, so the sales, because they say that every bar is sold for £2. So if we have 800 bars, the sales will be 2 times that, so £1,600. Yeah. So we know the profit and we know the sales, which means the cost is going to be the difference between the sales and the profit, 500. Yeah. So this is 1,100, and this is going to be equal, if we use this equation, so the cost is going to be M, that we don't know, times the number of bars that are made, that are 800, so M times 800, and I'm going to write the 800 at the front, plus C, which means we have here one equation with M and C. Then the other thing that they say is, on a day where 300 bars are made and sold, they have a loss of £80, which means when 300 bars are made, the profit is negative and is minus £80. And the sales is going to be £2 times 300 bars, so 600 bars, which means the cost is going to be the difference between the sales, 600, minus the profit, which in this case is negative. So this is £680. And this £680, substituting in the equation, yeah, going back here, is going to be X is 300 bars times M, so it's 300 times M plus C. And here we have a second equation in terms of M and C. Yeah, so the only thing we need to do is to solve simultaneous equations. So we have, and it doesn't matter how you do it, it's really up to you, 800 M plus C. We can, for example, subtract them, get rid out of C, and then when we find M, substitute and find C. But the values that you get are precisely the values that you have to find. So M is 0.84 and C is 428. Yeah. So this is part B. Then C, with reference to the model, interpret the significance of the value 0.84 in the equation. So this is telling us that the cost is going to be something multiplying the number of bars plus a fixed cost. So this is the price that cost to make 1 bar. Yeah, so you have to say something like that 0.84 is the price of making 1 bar. That's the price of making 1 bar, or each bar. Yeah? Then assuming that each bar of soap is sold on the day it's made, find the least number of bars of soap that must be made on any given day for the factory to make a profit. So the profit is going to be, it has to be positive, right? So the profit is the difference between the sales minus the cost. Yeah, and we want that to be positive. So the profit is the sales is the number of bars times x times 2, because each bar is sold for £2. So if we produce x bars, the sales are going to be £2 times x bars minus the cost, and the cost is the equation that we just created. So this is the cost, 0.84x plus 428. So 0.84x plus 428. This is the profit, and we want that to be positive. So we just need to find x in this inequality. So x must be greater than 368.96, which means x must be greater or equal to 369. So we need to produce at least 369 bars to have a positive profit. Yeah? Find the least number of bars, so we can write just equal. So the least number of bars is 369. And that's it with this exam question. I think, yeah, that was D, sorry. D, yeah, okay, that's it, that's all.